Earlier this week, we saw that 10 players from the WHL will compete for Team CHL at the upcoming CHL USA Prospects 2-game challenge. The first of the 2 games will be played on Tuesday, November the 26th at the Budweiser Gardens in London, Ontario, while the second contest will be held the following night, U.S. Thanksgiving Eve, Wednesday, November the 27th at the Tribute Community Center in Oshawa, Ontario. The CHL USA Prospects Challenge features first-year NHL draft-eligible prospects from the 3 leagues in the CHL. That's the Western Hockey League, the Ontario Hockey League, and the Q. The CHL's 22-player roster will be going up against the USA Hockey's National Team Development Program, specifically the Under-18 team. The 10 players representing the Western Hockey League will join 10 from the Ontario Hockey League and 2 from the Q. Congrats are in order for Kelowna Rockets head coach Chris Mallett, who led Canada to a gold medal in August Hlinka Gretzky Cup, and he'll assume the same duties for the upcoming 2-game series. Here are the 10 players from the Western Hockey League. Let's start it off with the talented center forward from the Everett Silvertips, Carter Bear. He's a big reason why the Tips are the top team from the Western Conference. Carter has had 15 points in their first 10 games.
Dupont at the point. Dupont pressured by Friesen, gets it over now to Bear, down low Mietten, and back for Bear. He scores! Carter Bear with a power play goal. 1:35 into the first. The Silvertips draw first blood.
The Neutral Zone website had this to say: Carter Bear has the potential to be a dynamic two-way center in the NHL. His offensive instincts, puck handling, and compete level are already at a high level. And with continued growth in his physicality, skating, and face-off ability, he could be a strong fit as a top 2-round draft pick in the 2025 NHL Draft. Carter Bear from West St. Paul, Manitoba, will represent the CHL next month. The Seattle Thunderbirds center Brayden Coots will play in the CHL face-off.
Size splits through the traffic, gets on goal, flips a backhand, and he will score! Power play goal for Brayden Coots, and the T-Birds are on the board early here in period number 2. It's a 3-1 game.
Brayden has produced 11 points in just 12 games, 2 goals and 9 assists. Gary Proneman from the New York Times said Brayden plays with a lot of pace. He has strong offensive skills, playmaking and finishing abilities. He creates offense at a fast tempo and in a direct manner. The Seattle T-Bird center, Brayden Coots from Sherwood Park, Alberta. Still another center forward, the third of 4 WHL centers that will represent Team CHL. The Calgary Hitmen's Benjamin Kindle has helped Calgary with 11 points in 9 games. That's 4 goals and 7 assists.
They score! Ben Kindle turns on the red light, and the Calgary Hitmen with a rebound goal lead this game 1-0.
Alongside teammate Reese Hamilton, Kendall brought home gold for Canada in August at the Hlinka Gretzky Cup. It's been noted that Benjamin has got great stick handling skills this season for the Calgary power play. Flowing the puck around quickly when needed, the Coquitlam, BC natives' quick decision-making on the fly will help Team CHL. The Western Hockey League champs, the Moose Jaw Warriors, this year feature left winger Lyndon Lakovic. NHL Scouting Central has given Lyndon an A rating. The Daily Faceoff said this about Lakovic: he's big, he's strong, he takes up space. They went on to say that while I don't think Lakovic will be a point producer in the NHL, he's a typical power forward with a 6'4" frame. Lyndon, I'd pin that scouting opinion to my locker and use it as rocket fuel. Lyndon has seemed to have done just that, contributing 16 points in Moose Jaw's first 12 games of the season. That's 6 goals and 10 assists. Lyndon Lakovic. He grew up in the Okanagan Valley in West Kelowna, BC. Cole Reshny from the Victoria Royals is the 4th center representing Team CHL from the Western Hockey League. Cole's 15 points in just 10 games, that's 3 goals and 12 assists, has helped James Patrick's Victoria Royals have the best win percentage so far in the BC division. Reshny's game was described like this in The Athletic: he's got a motor, but he's also a natural playmaker, including when under pressure and with limited time and space. Cole Reshny from Ackland, Saskatchewan has appeared on many of the way too early draft boards for next summer's 2025 NHL Draft, and he also has a highly sought-after A rating from NHL's Scouting Central. I am the WHL's favorite player in the league, Cameron Schmidt, a right winger from the Vancouver Giants. He's seen a fast start to the 24-25 season, scoring 12 goals and dishing out 7 assists. That's 19 points in Vancouver's first 11 games. TSN's Craig Button gushed this on Twitter: if you've not seen Cameron Schmidt play, buckle up. One of the top players in the 2025 NHL Draft, Cameron Schmidt grew up in PG before shining bright for the Vancouver Giants in the Lower Mainland. The next WHL player to represent the upcoming CHL USA Prospects series is interesting because the Edmonton Oil Kings defenseman Blake Fiddler captained Team USA in the August Hlinka Gretzky Cup. In November, he'll go against many of his American buddies, his American teammates. Blake, the son of longtime NHL player Vernon Fiddler, has 5 points in 9 games for Edmonton, 2 goals and 3 assists. When he's on the ice, good things normally happen. In the plus-minus statistic, he leads all Oil Kings with a +6. NHL Scouting Central gave the Frisco, Texas native Blake Fiddler an A rating, one of only 6 WHL players to get that valued rating. Earlier, we mentioned Calgary Hitmen defender Reese Hamilton regarding teammate Benjamin Kindle. Calgary is the only WHL team with 2 players on Team CHL. The Daily Faceoff Stephen Ellis was very complimentary on Reese Hamilton's play in the recent Hlinka Gretzky Cup. He said, "Man, Hamilton can skate. He's not big, but he makes up for that with pure mobility and two-way play. I thought he was one of Canada's better defenders, playing with pace and smarts." Calgary Hitmen defender Reese Hamilton from Whitewood, Saskatchewan. Jackson Smith, a defender from the Tri-City Americans. He's another player with an A rating from the NHL Scouting Central. Jackson Smith, 8 points in 9 games. That's 1 goal and 7 assists. Jackson was another member of Canada's recent gold medal Hlinka Gretzky squad. The Daily Faceoff said that the August Showcase tournament established Jackson Smith as one of Canada's best players. They noticed that Jackson Smith started out as the 7th defender, but kept seeing ice time and opportunities improve, especially late in games. The Daily Faceoff thinks that he's a sure bet to go in the first round for his size and mobility. And plus, this is huge, his teammates like him. The Tri-City Americans' Jackson Smith from Calgary, Alberta. An A rating for a goalie in the NHL Scouting Central is what Joshua Ravensbergen has earned. Let's put what the scouts are thinking about PG's Joshua Ravensbergen. Historically, since 1963, the NHL has had 1,421 first-round selections. Of those exceptional players, only 68 goalies, or just under 5%, have heard their name called in the first round. The PG netminder is projected to join that select club that includes Carey Price, Grant Fuhrer, Roberto Luongo, Marc-Andre Fleury, and Martin Brodeur. That's an elite list for the North Vancouver, BC native, who will split CHL goaltending duties with Brampton Steelheads' Jack Ivankovic of the OHL. An eye on the WHL added note, Brandon Weeking's forward Roger McQueen was selected to play but will be unable to because of a recent long-term injury. Our well wishes to Roger and the McQueen family for Roger's quick recovery. Team CHL's opponent, USA Hockey's National Team Development Program. The under-18 team has a great history of NHL first-rounders, including Austin Matthews, Patrick Kane, and recent Seattle Kraken and University of Michigan product, Matty Beniers. The CHL Prospect Challenge pits the best of Canada's versus the U.S. It will be broadcast north of the border on TSN, on tsn.ca, and the TSN app. We're assuming that you'll be able to see coverage in the U.S. on the NHL Network, but as of this production, it's not listed online. The ticket links to the 2-game series in November. It can all be found in this video and podcast description. The WHL Goaltender of the Week award was given to Columbus Blue Jackets prospect Evan Gardner of the Saskatoon Blades. Evan is from Fort St. John, BC, about an hour north of Dawson Creek. Evan Gardner recently played 2 games on the road, winning one of those games and maintaining a 2.01 goals against average, and more importantly, keeping Saskatoon up on top of the Eastern Conference standings. Congratulations to Evan and the Gardner family for earning the most recent WHL Goaltender of the Week award. The WHL Rookie of the Week award went out to Tri-City Americans forward Gavin Garland, who led all rookies with 5 points this past week, scoring 1 goal and 4 assists in 2 games that helped the Ams to a perfect 4-win homestand.
Great forecheck by Carter McAdams as he sets up Gavin Garland for his 5th goal of the year, and all of a sudden it's a 1-goal game.
Craig Boschman on the call for the Ams Audio Network. The WHL Tempo Player of the Week was awarded to Calgary forward Ben Kindle. Ben, who we've mentioned, was named to the CHL All-Star squad next month. Ben Kindle led all WHL skaters with 8 points, 3 goals, and 5 assists. What a week. Congrats to Ben Kindle, your latest WHL Tempo Player of the Week.
Breakaway, right to the net, backhand, scores! Calgary leads 2-1 on the snipe from Ben Kindle.
And this has been another edition of Eye on the WHL. If you've enjoyed the video and podcast, please give it a thumbs up. If you've made it this far, please feel free to hit the subscription button. Doing so makes all of us in the family jump off the couch in happiness, and you'll help us continue to make more WHL hockey content just like this. Remember to hit the notification bell to get all the updates. Please comment below and tell us what teams in the WHL you'd like us to cover more in depth. Do you have any thoughts, any questions? Give us a comment, and we'll get back to you. See you in the following video and the next podcast, Eye on the WHL. Available on any podcast platform and right here on YouTube.